Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'd like to offer a tip if you're in a situation where you have been working someplace and you stop working and start receiving short-term disability benefits, long-term disability benefits, or some other employer-paid type of benefit, and you're filing for Social Security. One of the things you definitely want to do in preparation for your hearing is to get some documentation that shows the date that you physically stopped working at your job. And the reason for that is that many times when you're getting short-term or long-term disability, your employment record, in other words, what's filed with Social Security, will show continued income from your employer. So let's say you work for ABC Company and you get short-term disability. A lot of times, instead of showing that it's the short-term disability carrier is making the payments, it shows that your employer, ABC Company, is making the payments. So the judge sees the earnings record, and it looks like you are continuing to get paid by your employer. So if you say, I became disabled on February 1, but you got short-term disability payments through October, it may show 10 months of earnings as opposed to 2 months of earnings. And if you don't have proof that, in fact, you did not continue to go to the work site after February, the judge is going to assume that you continue to work through October. Obviously, that can make a big difference in terms of your onset date, how much past due benefits you receive, or even whether you're eligible for SSDI benefits if your date last insured has run. So again, if you stopped working at a certain date but started receiving some sort of long-term disability benefits, accrued vacation, short-term disability benefits, anything that might be run through your employer, get documentation either from the LTD carrier or from your employer about the date that you actually stopped working, because the relevant date in a disability case is when you physically stopped coming to the job and stopped working there. That's really the appropriate time for your onset date. And I've had a couple of hearings where the judge was concerned about earnings after onset when in fact it was not earned earnings, it was short-term disability, but the earnings record was not clear about that. We had to rush after the hearing to clean that up. So don't let that happen to you. Get the documentation ahead of time and make sure that you're prepared to explain any earnings after your alleged onset date. Again, I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. Any questions, please let me know, and thanks very much.